Capricorn, how you doing? So a few changes. I haven't been on here for quite a while, but I'm actually thinking about doing everything that I do for free. Now, I know a lot of you are possibly on the join button below, but because I'm really struggling with time, I'm kind of really just wanting to do YouTube and not have to keep worrying about, because the channel's going down and I'm not doing readings. So hearing the name Darren or Dan or Danielle, something to do with D, okay, DNA. A DNA result, something to do around blood tests or a result that you might be looking for. Could be anything medical, pharmaceutical, medical, looking for a result. You might work in this kind of field. I'm also here in Sheffield or somewhere up north. Pauline, I'm here in Paula or Pauline. Eileen. I don't know, I'm kind of picking up like NHS or working for the poor, okay, like elderly or residents or looking after you might work in this kind of thing, or this person does, but like working within that field, within care and community. And if you're not got any work and you're looking for it, well, there you go, there's a sign, right? But more about what's happening with the channel in a moment. Let's get on with your reading. At the end of the reading, I'll take a look at like thoughts and feelings and stuff like that. Let's see. So for Capricorn, what have we got coming up? Capricorn. So it could be a third party, could be single energy here, could be discovering what to do about work. Let me just turn out my light because that's no good. Honey, leave the light on for me. I'm also hearing the name Honey, actually. Some of you might be into health. I don't know why I keep picking up like lemon and honey. Some of you have possibly got the flu here, and you might be having like lemon and honey or some kind of like stuff for the throat here. It's not that it says it in here, but that's also what I'm picking up. Some of you are financially waiting for what's going to happen at work. This is also like, okay, I'm waiting to be told when I'm going to be working. So it's like waiting for your rota. Some of you are waiting for a job. Hopefully you're looking for one. If you're waiting, this is also why I'm kind of stopping doing private readings, because I don't think a lot of people get it, okay? Because you have to have an action. Was her in Danielle, we wrote Danielle or Jackson? But like, you know, you have to have an action. It's not like, okay, when am I going to get more money, but I don't have a job? Well, never. When am I going to get a pay rise? You won't unless you've asked for it. I'm waiting for something to happen, but have you taken an action towards getting it? You see, if you haven't taken an action, I can't ever pick up on any messages for anybody because they believe more in the, you know, I'm spiritual and things just happen without me actually doing any actions or anything towards it. And I want to know, when am I going to get some money? But have you taken any action towards getting any more? You know, like, you may be on here. I won't mention your name, but like, will I get a pay rise? Will I get a pay rise? No, not if I haven't asked for a pay rise. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping that I will get a pay rise. Great, but hope is just part of hoping for something. Have I asked for one? No. So will I get one? The possibilities are no, right? I want a relationship. Have I asked about a relationship or looking for one? No. Will I get one? Possibly no. Right? Have I got someone in mind? Do they know that I like them? Will their energy be picked up in a tarot card reading? More than likely, yes. Do you see? A lot of people don't, and this is why I get really frustrated around tarot. So when it comes to work-related stuff, am I kind of like looking for work? Possibly. Am I putting in the actions towards it? Only you will know here. Right, Capricorn. Am I waiting to hear from someone? Why don't you reach out yourself? You know, how do they think and feel about me? Why don't you ask your partner? Right? Capricorn. So nothing really going on, that's what I'm saying. Will I get a pay rise? No, not unless you've asked for it. Will communication come in from someone that I want to hear from? No, not unless you reach out to them. Right? Am I going through a situation of an ex and stuff like that? More than likely, yeah. When will something come up for me in the future? Fuck knows, Capricorn. You know me, I'm blatantly honest, and I think this is what a lot of people don't like about my readings. Is this a person, a friend, or someone that you're talking to? Okay, is it a friend or a lover? Okay, has feelings of love been discussed with one another? Because there's nothing really going on, right? There's nothing really happening. This is just possibly talking to someone, okay? Seven of Swords. Now, is this an ex maybe coming back into one's life? Is it a new person coming back? This is like a meetup. Do you want to meet up? I'll come over and see you. This is someone asking to meet up and go out on a date, or, you know, whichever way around, whether it just be a friend or whatever, but it's still a date of some kind. Okay. Is it an ex? I don't know. Do you want exes back? Right? Because this will either be a yes or a no. It's like a question. Do you want to go out on a date? Okay, if it's new. If you don't know anybody, the possibilities of that is going to be very slim that this reading is going to relate to you, right? But, you know, can I have some more extra hours? Possibly, yeah. Okay. Do you want to go out on a date? Maybe. Kind of yes here, right? Do you want to get back together in a relationship? Don't think so. Don't think so. Do you want to go out as friends? More than likely here, yeah. Okay, Capricorn. This is why I kind of also want to just do YouTube, because I want to focus more on my channeling and stuff again, and doing remote view and stuff like that. And I can't really do that on, like, you know me, I'm in it for the money, Dave. I'm not really in it because the spirit told me to do it. Right, it's blatantly honest. So please make sure you leave a like. I want to try and get at least 1,000 views on this one. We're a very small channel that's been going for a very long time. So it always helps if you comment and like, Capricorn. Capris, I always just think that people normally think that, but, or Norman, or Normington, or Norris. Anyway, Six of Cups. Is this person going to leave their husband or wife for me, if that relates to you, right? They're already in a commitment and a relationship, Six of Cups. Are they going to come over? Now, this is also someone from someone's family coming over to visit, like maybe visiting the children, maybe visiting elderly residents, because I did kind of pick that up as well. This is like elderly residents. I need your help. Can you come over and help me? Because something's going on at home and I might not be able to, you know, get in my house and stuff like that. And I need you to come and help me. Okay, like I'm going to ask my son. It's like an elderly person asking, right? I'm an ambulance driver, so I do this kind of stuff all the time, right? This is a driver of an ambulance or a car. Sorry, I'm always trying to educate people what this stuff really does mean instead of all of the bullshit that floats around. Now, is this an ex that you may have been involved in a third-party situation that may be in a commitment of someone else that keeps going between this commitment and that commitment and this commitment and that commitment? More than likely, if you're dealing with someone like that, or the name Lee or Laura and Leanne, what was that? Anybody's got L in their name? Now, what else have we got here? This is also someone that's tempted to move from a home or a house because they're not getting on so well with their family. This is like, I really want you to leave this, Six of Cups. House, home, family, or I want you to not really live with your mum or your dad, and I want you to move in with me and just commit to me. This is like a secret of what someone actually wants. There may be a little bit where you're communicating with an ex, but you're not really getting back together with them. Like, they're just nonchalant. It's a little bit like, well, I'll send you a text now and again, but I'm not really showing any interests of like committing to you full time. You may just be keeping in contact now and again with this person. Okay. Jodie Foster or Frost, contact, right? Capricorn this week. Nine of Cups. See, emotionally unfulfilled. It's not really enough. It's not, you know, It's either you or the person that's feeling that way. But the Nine of Cups to me is someone that always wants more and isn't getting it, right? I need more something, right? I need more emotions. I need more feelings. I need you to put in the effort. I need you to put in the time, but you don't seem to be doing that. Now, this person individually here could also have ADHD. This is not paying attention to where I'm going, right? So it's like I'm focused more on other things in my life other than you, and then or Alchemy or Natalie. Okay, but you don't seem to be paying attention to me, all the natural stuff. You pay more attention to work, you pay more attention to other people, you don't really pay attention to me, right? All that sort of stuff of like not feeling emotionally fulfilled within it. You spend more time looking at your phone or worried about work or anything other than me. I'm not your center of attention. Other things are. This is why I'm single. It's much easier. Coming from my opinion, Capricorn. So let's start to clarify a little bit, and then we'll look at some other cards for you. So what is the Two of Pentacles for me, Capricorns? Now, don't forget, I also read in numerology, Capricorn, for you newcomers or from Newcastle. I channel, and then I also do numerology, which means a 7 is a Cancerian to me because it's part of the Chariot. Okay. But like Capricorn is a 6, Gemini is also a 6. Okay, Capricorn and Geminis, you both relate to 6s. Life Path 6, Capricorn or Gemini, meaning you can watch any of those readings. It doesn't matter where it is in your chart. If you want to learn about it, then you might want to join below because that's the only thing going to be available. Okay, all of the teaching videos. So, 5 of Wands. Somebody is pissed off because the other one keeps being very in and out. It's a bit like treating someone like an in-and-out burger, right? Unless you're just about to get a burger. But it's like, you text me, you want me, then you don't want me, then you want this, then you want that, then you don't. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. You're not really making up your mind whether you want to be in my life or whether you don't. You're very flaky. If you are seeing someone else, you're more than likely to just keep fucking off to them and then you're coming back to me. And it's doing nothing but causing me problems and havoc. And, you can be either very argumentative, or this can just be where someone thinks or feels that there's competition. I have to compete for your attention. Okay. It's also part of ADHD. But I have to, because 5 of Swords is my ADHD, not 5 of Wands. But I have to compete for your attention because I believe that you may be talking to another woman or a man. And I believe that there's competition in this connection that I have with someone, but I might not be saying it. I'm just internally struggling, getting annoyed because the person won't accept me back into a commitment of shit. Right? Because if it was an ex, it was shit. Right? This is why I would say go for someone new. But a lot of people can take a very long time to move on. Yvonne, Evie, Steve, Sarah, Cassandra, Derek, Dan, D. I'm picking up a load of D names. So you've got another 3 energy here, the Empress. So I like a piece on the side. I'm not making a move, Meg Ryan. Okay, all right, Megan. But I'm just waiting, thinking, feeling. Okay, now this can also be someone that's extremely attractive, but not making a move towards anything new. Okay, I'm just sitting here pretty doing nothing. Okay, still maybe banging on about X energies. Okay. Trust me, Capricorn, let me give you a word of advice. Some people here do like the advice that I give them. Because of nowadays, olden days, relationships used to be a main priority of people because it was very structured. It was we get married during the war and stuff like that. We look after family, we get married, we have a white picket fence, and we stay together forever. Okay, nowadays, relationships are very, very nonchalant because a lot of spiritual people or people that believe in a higher power, they believe in loving yourself and having respect for yourself. Because people have turned nasty nowadays because of social media, okay, or been in very bad relationships, society now actually teaches us to be single, to be on your own, to love yourself first, to be comfortable with who you are. By the time you've done that, you actually don't want a commitment. You don't want a relationship. You've had a very bad past of commitments and relationship that give you a very bad opinion of people, bruv. People, individually, everybody. I don't like spending a lot of time around people. They moan, they complain, they bitch, they cry. I can't be doing with listening to negative people. I need to be more alone. When you've spent that much time on your own, you actually won't want a commitment and a relationship. Sometimes, i.e. nice guys that are very emotionally stable and physically stable, when you meet women, they've been trapped that shit a lot in the past that they actually have a very bad opinion of men. They don't want one because they have got an opinion of all men are very bad, or the opposite. All women are batshit crazy. Can't be doing with listening to it. Right? So it's teaching us a lot more now to actually be single than what it is actually be with someone. Right? It's changed. Things have now changed when it comes to societal beliefs of like relationships. You do get the odd few that are very happily married or committed or in connections. What's the Ten of Swords? But it's the ones that are normally destined to be actually alone that, you know, by the time they actually learn what it's like to be alone and feel alone, they actually don't want a commitment or relationship, and they'll meet someone. And then when you meet someone, they're like, oh, wow, I really do like you. And they're kind of like, I don't want a relationship. I'm sick to death of men. All they ever do is leave me or hurt me or break promises and all this shit. And I'm sick to death of it. You know, it's like, oh, but didn't tarot teach you a long time ago to start loving yourself and that when you don't want one, you'll get one? But then they didn't teach me that when I get one, I don't want one. Right, there's a conundrum right there, right, Capricorn? So what's the Knight of Cups? So nothing, just sleeping, fatigue, tiredness. For you guys that have got mental health or you've got very big work schedules, it's like maybe having some time off, needing to rest, recuperate, not really doing anything. Now, if you're not doing anything at all and there is no job present and whatnot, then this is just looking after children here. Knight of Cups, nothing going on, that's what I'm saying. You can't expect much to happen in your life if you're not doing anything, right? So Ace of Wands, maybe looking for a cock, for sex, flirtatious behaviour here. Maybe someone that has ADHD and they come back around when they're slightly dying, right? And they're like, well, you only really want me for sex. It's like, oh, it's working now. Oh, is it working now? Okay, I'm also hearing I'm working now. No, that's either their dick or the fact that they're called Richard, maybe, or it's working now, right? Which means I'm actually found a job and I'm working, right? Knight of Wands is also looking to do something more creative with my time. Like, I really want to do something creative that I'm good at and maybe earn money through it. But what are you good at? Are you actually doing that, right? Or are you just sitting back? It's like wanting to learn to play guitar, Capricorn. If I didn't sit down when I was 12 years old, start playing guitar, I wouldn't know guitar now, right? You have to actually do it in order to get good at it. If you're just going to watch... Someone here also likes to be watched knocking one out, right? Who doesn't? But I like you to watch me knocking one out here, right? Seven of Swords. 8. Could be a Leo, maybe an Aquarius energy also. But this is also things kind of going on at work. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. There may be someone that's owing some money here. There could be a little bit of devious kind of energy going on around where you're working here. There may be someone that you are interested or you know that you're interested of someone where you're working. I mean, normally that's where people meet people, right? We work, you know, you only meet people where you are the majority of the time, right? If you spend all your time in McDonald's, what are you going to do? Put on a lot of weight and more than likely meet someone that's in McDonald's that likes eating, right? So wherever it is that you spend majority of the time is normally where you actually meet people, right? A lot of that is sometimes at work. So this can actually be someone that you are potentially meeting around where you're working, and there's this little bit of flirtatious vibe that goes on around, oh, I really like you, you know, I know you're single, blah, blah, blah. Okay, flirting with a person, making yourself known, or people are making themselves known to you, right? What's going on with the Six of Cups? Four of Wands. So, twin flame, soulmate. Okay. I don't believe in the twin flame journey anymore. I've been on it for 12 years and it's just an absolute load of bollocks. It's really just for spiritual purposes of like awakening to you to, I don't know, become very arrogant and get blamed for like loving yourself and being a selfish, arrogant prick, and you don't do anything I want you to do. It's just weird. So I kind of give up on all that jargon. Soulmate twin flame relationship. Some of you could actually be in this, or they're wanting that. They're wanting a house and a home. Or this person, if they're new and you're interested in them, they have a very nice house, a very nice home, probably a paid mortgage. They don't have to pay a mortgage or rent. They live at home. Like, they're very homely, this person. If this is a single person and you're kind of like, well, okay, it's very important to me that they have their own job or a nice house, home. Single, you know, maybe children. Yeah. They have their own house. They have their own home. More than likely have children. Possibly having a bit of a diverse effect about men here. If this is a male interested in a female, they've been done over a few times. They're a bit like, I'm just kind of enjoying the flirtatious vibe a bit. Kind of know that you like me. I have my own house. Still don't really want it though. You know, 9 of Cups. It's not really floating my boat. 9 of Cups, not quite. Yeah. Yeah, I've been gaslit so many fucking times. I don't know my head from my arsehole. I've got children with an ex, maybe still contacting me for access to when are you going to see the children. This is either you or them. Okay. Now I've got 2 messages here, 2 or 3. The one that I was kind of also saying about, you know, this is a new person and what they're going through, or you, if you're this new person and someone has been making a slight advance at you. This is, you know, I've got children. I've been, you know, gaslit by my ex, been done over, don't really want a commitment relationship, got slight trust issues, and I'm still kind of going through that. And I'm just kind of enjoying the fun or flirtatious vibe that I have with people or someone, but I'm still single, right? Now, for some of you, if this is an ex, this is someone that is going to play a trick on talking, like messaging, text messaging. They're secretly sending messages of like, you're right, mate, okay, or something like that. What they really want is a commitment or relationship. But because one of you is possibly saying no and denying the fact that I want to be in a relationship and the other one possibly does want to be in a relationship, they're getting confused but not confused because it's coming across as gaslighting, right? 9, they don't have to be Virgo, but this is the major arcana of gaslighting, right? So they're going to play this trick of like text message wars kind of thing of like, hello, mate, how you doing? You're like, okay, you know, you're calling me mate and I know that you want, it's a bit like one of those like, you're right, what are you doing tonight? Do you want to go out? And then you're like, oh, sorry, I'm working tonight or I'm washing my hand. They're like, oh, okay, mate. And you're like, okay, right, we're exes, but that's a little bit weird. And then they go quiet and silent and then start gaslighting, silently gaslighting the scenario because they're emotionally unfulfilled within the circumstance. They don't quite know what they want themselves anyway. They want communication, but when they don't get it their own way, they more than likely try to control it and then lose control of this. I'm going to stop speaking to you, right? I'm not going to speak to you. But it can also be, I'm not going to speak to you until you speak to me. It's a bit like how children act, really. So, you know me, I'm blatantly honest. That's the way it is, right? Right, so let's give you a few of my cards and then a few of the other ones. We're sharing Michael and also the name Michelle. So let's see. Capricorn. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, Capricorn. Please smash that like button. It is toxic and complicated. Well, I mean, it is. You've got all of that. So whoever it is that you're dealing with, it is very toxic. That's more than likely why you guys are not actually together. Okay, if you're living together, you know, goddamn, that it's toxic, right? Now, I don't believe anything that is toxic can be purified by anything. It's toxic. It says what it does on the tin, right? You can't change it. People don't, people can't, things don't, right? So, will a toxic scenario ever change? No. Right? Unless they're called Optimus Prime. Right, so time to make a choice, A or B. You or me. I mean, do people still hang around, or a Pisces, hangman, but do still people hang around saying that you need to choose me over the other person? Because I'd be like, I'm sorry, boo, but I ain't no toy of pleasure and joy just for you to think that you might want me. I'm off, Dave. Like that. But some people do, right? You know, you either choose me or you choose them. That's up to you if that's the way you want to live your life. I wouldn't personally. Right, I won't waste my time. Capricorn, I can't make this, what I'm saying. I can't do a tarot reading for people that are in these, you know, will they choose me? Because I'll be having a go at you. You know, I'll be like, what the fuck? Really? That's not the way that you should really be spending your time with people or in connections or relationships of like, you know, I'm the third person and will they ever choose me? That's tarot, that's crap, that's shit, that's just brainwashed you over years of watching it. Save your money just in case. Well, I mean, that's always a good idea. Okay. Because some of you may have been really struggling with finances here, right? Just wishing upon a star that something drops on your lap. So I don't think you will ever leave them. I need closure. Why do people need closure? Like, you know, man up. Grow some bollocks here, right? I don't think you will ever leave them. I need closure. Of what? A cheater? A manipulator? Someone that plays people against other people and goes off of them? Do you think they will ever change? Because a lot of you that are on this twat flame journey thinking, you know what, I can't wait to get my twat flame because by the time I do, they're going to have changed their ways completely and we're going to live in bubble land. No, I hate to burst your bubble. But they'll do that to you like they have done to everybody else. So why do you want to be with them? Wasting your time. So nothing really happening and occurring around that, Dave. Let's see, Capricorn. I wish you would come back. Someone needs to man up here completely. I'm waiting for an apology. Sorry, Carl, I really do wind people up. You know, it's hard to teach people to be stable in life. It really is. You know, the most valuable thing in any kind of commitment or relationship of a person that you want, it's not about how they look. Right? It's not the fact that they got tattoos and they got Dave printed on their forehead and, you know, they're like beating people up and they're a bad boy. Right? It's a twat, right? You want someone that's emotionally stable because if they're not emotionally stable, they're insecure. And if they're insecure, you're going to pick that up and then your life is going to become what? Insecure. You're going to get insecure messages, insecure feelings, whether they're going to, or you or they're going to leave. Are they going to cheat again? So I'm waiting for an apology of what? What do you need an apology for? Right? Because that means that you can't drop it. You can't move on. You're waiting for someone to apologise for what they've done. Well, they have. So move on. Right? Capricorn. This is what tarot is about. It's about what I'm trying to portray to you of how to, you know, maybe carry on with what this story is telling me. Leaving you hurt me too. Oh, God. I'm so depressed that I left you for Belinda. Belinda's not cutting the mustard anymore and I want to come back. I just clicked my heels, Cinders. You know, take your glass slipper and shove it, Dave. I don't know. Leaving you hurt me too. I'm waiting for an apology. I wish you would come back, though, and then do it again. And then I can get hurt even more because I somehow enjoy pain. Or someone that lives in Spain. Right. So there you go, guys. That is the reading that you have at the moment. So obviously a lot of changes. I don't know what I'm going to do really. I just fancy doing YouTube more and trying to build the channel more and not keep worrying about how much I'm getting paid. So I'm hoping that you guys can at least reach 1,000 views, and I'll continue to do more readings on YouTube. Okay, if you do want to join below, it just helps me out. There are past readings on there that you can enjoy. They're not updated so regularly anymore, but there is a load, about 200 teaching videos over there. So I might remove some of the old readings and just leave access to, when you click on it, you can find the teaching videos really easily. Okay, and then that teaches you about numerology, numbers, all the stuff that I've been spouting for a long time. Okay, channeling and all that sort of stuff. How to channel, how to focus, what it means, what it doesn't mean, and all that sort of stuff, right? It's all over there. So if you want to help me out, great. If you want to leave a super chat and all that stuff, brilliant. That would really help. Donations available below if you wish. Thank you very much. And do all of the liking and subscribing and stuff. And if you stick with your promise and help me, I'll stick with my promise and I will help you. Okay, guys, so thanks very much. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.